3 things for a longer life and happier family. Wash your hands, wear your mask, stand apart. In our family, we've got keiki, we've got kupuna, and we're always conscious about how close we are to people, especially for me. I'm high risk as a cancer survivor. So it's about the we, not the me. It's a kako thing. So make sure that you stand together by standing apart. Hoa maka mai Hawaii Nuio ke avia hiki ni hau ka helelani na kamaaina na malihini aloha. Here we go. Happy Aloha Friday. We have added a new solid brown dancer into the crew this Aloha Friday. Thank you for being here wherever you are. And there they go. We say hello to Tracy. She is on assignment. Guy is producing the show as well. And welcome to our show, Billy B Live on an Aloha Friday. A lot of people in the room. We'll get to you in a couple of moments. Let's go ahead and show you what's coming up for today's show. Coming up, we're going to talk about the motion picture called Finding Ohana. So we've got Kelly who was pre-taped in an interview. Also, Keapeahu, who's the star of the movie. Some of the co-stars that are also there, Alex Iono, who's part Polynesian, plays her brother. There is this young lady, Lindsay Watson. She comes from the island of Maui, Kamehameha Schools grad. Owen Vaccaro, who plays Keapeahu's best friend in the movie. Let's also talk a little bit about opera, because we're going to talk about that with Opera Kanikapila. That's Quinn Kelsey. This is Taimane, and so we're looking forward to hearing from them. They'll be all a part of Billy V Live. All right, let's go up and find out. There's a lot of people here, so thank you so much. Laura Brower was first one in the room, and boy, that's big. Let's see if we can get that resized a little bit better. And give me a few seconds here, because once we resize one of these, then the rest of them will be all good. Or maybe not. Okay, that one just went. We'll try to resize some more of them. Connie Cody is also saying hi, so we're going to move this down. And we're also going to see if we can adjust just slightly. There we go. Connie, thank you for watching from Nu'uanu. We appreciate you. There's Lars Shaka. Rie is joining us from California. Victoria Herman, thank you so much. Happy Aloha Friday to you. Put where you are viewing from, because we'd love to see that also in the comments, just like Rie does. Victoria Fukushima is in Kailua Kona, my hometown. Vicky used to actually, we used to work together in radio, as she did a lot of my data for a countdown radio show that I used to do long time ago. That was a while ago, yeah, Vicky? It seems like, what, 4 or 5 years ago? We have Auntie Renette. Thank you so much. How are you? Alden Tanaka is here. Gail is always here from Maunawili. How are you, Gail? Great job to everyone on the team that puts this on. Thank you so much. Angie Smith Lofton. Oops. I'm sorry. Hi. Okay. Hi to the miscellaneous people that are here. You know, let's go to another comment real quick. We'll just take. Yeah, don't use that comment. Yeah. That nobody ever saw that. Karen Nicole, Australia. Thank you so much. How are you? I want to go back to our very first comment of the show, and I'll get back to that in a moment. John is here from British Columbia. Thank you so much. Australia, we've been to Sydney once. We were there for 18 hours, and that's it. My son, my wife, and I, we had the best time. Wish we could have spent more time there. It was more of a layover, but since we had that amount of time, we were able to get out of the airport and actually enjoy. Kathy Kaneshiro. Hi, Kat. How are you? Always takes care of me over at the University of Hawaii and hanging out at home. Waimanalo. Thank you very much. Jan is on Vegas. Boy, Jan, every time I say the word Las Vegas.
That's my other mom. That's my first mom.
Really?
Both my moms are here.
I want to be in Vegas, okay? I cannot wait to go to Vegas. My son has asked us a ton of questions about Vegas. He is 18, so we're telling him about the times where we gambled. I did this once. I'll tell the story real quick, and we've got some other stuff that we got to get to. But
this is a family show.
It is a family show. This is a family comment. It's okay. But it does have to do with gambling, but that's okay. So, Meleapana and I...
This is a family show.
I know. I need a rim shot. That was actually good. Yeah. So, Meleapana and I were doing broadcasts for Hawaii 105 in Las Vegas. We were there with Vacations Hawaii. We stayed at the Cal and stuff. But, it's the first time that we're both there, although we have both gone a lot on our own. So, I like Mik Taran Taran, yeah? For those of you that understand Pidgin, you know what that is. So, Mik Big Body. So, we're walking up to the Fremont. And if you know the Fremont, it's right as you go in the front doors, right there on the corner of the promenade. The Blazing Sevens are right there. So I looked at her. I said, "Sis, let me show you how to gamble." And she rocks the tables and everything. So she's like, "Yeah, right." So I walk in. I says, "Here you go. Watch this. Ding, ching, $20 bill. I'm only gonna put it in once, and here we go. And I'm gonna win." Right now, I pulled ching, 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 $777,000 like that. And inside, I said, "See, inside, I'm screaming like a little girl, but on the outside, I was like, see, you just gotta know how to touch." So anyway, that's my Vegas story. I'm sticking to it. That was a good day, let me tell you. And we played a lot that time around. So I cannot tell you how much we miss Vegas. There are a whole bunch of my friends that are just jonesing. My son was young at the time when we used to go to Vegas, so we went to a lot of shows. But he was young, so it's one of those that he had a lot of questions, and we want to go back and see shows. I know it may be a little while, maybe not till next year, but let me tell you, that is one of the first places that I want to go. Let's go back for a little bit in the comments. Laura Brower at the top of the show, she said, "Show us some sunshine. Heavy rains and hailstorms in San Diego today, freezing. They are getting a little bit of sunshine." This is supposedly a live. Can we bring that? Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's go ahead and bring that up on the screen, please. There we go. That's supposedly a live look. Behind the camera, there's a whole bunch of rainstorms and hailstorms, but the sun is peeking out. It is sunset over there. So there is a little bit. So for Laura, I am going to show you some beach weather coming up in a little bit. Maybe not all the sunshine. We'll get to that in a few minutes. A couple of things. If you are here and you are new to the show, just put new and where you are right now, and we appreciate that. If you got a question for us, I want to make sure that you know this. This is free flow. So if you have a question, throw it in the comments. Our moderators will answer the question if they can. If not, they'll kick it back to me, and I'll answer. Oh, Courtney's here. Family show, huh? Okay, I'm out. She goes, "I'm out." Hi, Court. Love you. Miss you. You can see her shows. She is always on Facebook and YouTube, but the main for them is Twitch. So if you get a chance, Mother of Odin 808, you can see her over there. So, Court, nice to have you on. As a matter of fact, let's go take a look outside on our side. All right, there you go. Yes, look live. This is out at Pipeline, North Shore. The sun is out, but the sun is behind the camera. You can see that the waves are washing up. Not bad. You got some surfers out there. That's the body surfers that are... Oh, no, that's the regular surfers. kind of mushy out there. Wind blown. See when that wave breaks and see the way the wind blows, the mist. So you know it's windy out there. So let me tell you what the weather is for our Hawaii. The winds are going to be 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight we have a weak front that's going to come through, but coming up on Tuesday, they are expecting it to be pouring rain. We got a drenching last week. They had flash flood warnings up. There were 2 kids that got swept away in the streams, and they were able to pull both out. So, mahalo kia kua on that one. We're so happy that they were able to do that. Sophie's in the room. Hey, you. How are you? Hope you are good. Thanks for being here on the show. Wow. Thank you so much. Wow. Sisters are here. Okay, so there's Sophie, and there's Vicky, and they're both sisters, and they're both watching on the show, probably from different places. Mavelyn is here from Sarasota, Florida. Wow. Jack's in Summerlin, Las Vegas. Okay, we're back to Vegas. That's simply amazing. Scotland. Peter, thank you so much. Appreciate that. No, Courtney, anytime. Savannah, Georgia. Nice. And thank you so much for everybody for being here on an Aloha Friday. All right, let's get you some news here. All right, usually we talk all about music on this show. The new releases, the award winners, those who have got events coming up, new, traditional, contemporary, different genres, and the elite. We cover them all. But for some reason, it just seems to be movies on this one. There's a lot of motion pictures that are coming out. So let's get you to one right now. We're going to show you a preview for this one. And this one is called Aloha Surf Hotel. Let me preface this by saying this because we've got a lot of visitors. So there's a guy who has worked comedy for many years in our Hawaii. But he does other things as well behind the scenes that a lot of the public may not know. So he is now City and County of Hawaii. He is a county councilman for the City and County of Honolulu. Augie Tulba was a boxer also back in the day, and well known. Made a huge career as a comedian, multiple Nahoku Hanohano Award winner. Works hard in the community, but now he has run for office, and everybody's like, "Oh, the comedian." Let me tell you, he not only won the seat, but what a lot of people don't know is that he was working for the late Billy Kanoi from Hawaii County mayor for 2.5 years. Learned from him. And Billy Kanoi, if you get a chance, Billy space Kenoi. Look him up. Listen to his HPU commencement speech. It is one of the best oratory speeches in fluent Pidgin I have ever heard. So while you're looking at that after the show, let me tell you, the reason why I'm talking about Augie is because he is also an actor, and he is the star leading role in this movie.
You know, I don't know what happened to Ty. One day he was riding the biggest waves, he was winning world championships, he was on the cover of magazines, and then he sort of disappeared.
We just hired the best instructor on the island. I mean, you probably have heard of him. Ty Alonso? Gonzo Alonso.
Hey, that's my van! That's where I live! Wait! How's your flight?
Good, good. So what, you actually have a job now?
Yeah, surf instructor, but, you know, they got me doing everything over here. Let's warm up nice and slow. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put yourself into a tight ball. Hey! No pigs in the water! Come on, big boy, get up! There you go! Ah!
I haven't had my shot yet. I want to go pro, but to do that, I have to have a coach.
Your coach is right here. I've been doing this for a long time.
Okay, here's the deal. The hotel might get foreclosed on if we don't get shut down by the county first.
The county? I've heard that before, bro. All them guys, they're all taking bribes. This is not gonna be like Waikiki.
So what are you gonna do about it, Dad?
$5 grand or 1 year in prison.
Some big developer gonna come, tear this place down, and put up a big resort.
And you're just gonna sit here and stuff your face?
You gotta fight for this place.
Jack, Dougie, you ain't gonna come!
I already called him.
Hey, no guidance over here! Only choppers! No guidance! No guidance!
We're going to hold off there. You want to see the whole trailer? It's available online at YouTube. But I want to put that on your radar because for those of you on Hawaii Island and the island of Oʻahu, just know that that movie is so you can see it, okay? You need more information? We'll put it out down in the description after the show, okay? If you've got questions about anything that I'm talking about, make sure that you put them out there as well. So once again, Augie T, look for that one. It's called Aloha Surf Hotel, and it is out in select theaters. It was part of the Hawaii International Film Festival, and so it's making the rounds here in Hawaii. And boy, that is a much-needed movie. That brings smiles to the faces on your Aloha Friday. We're going to talk about more movies in a couple of moments. Wow, there's so many people checking in. Hi, Ku'u. How are you? Kevin Bowen, I don't even have to look at the comments. I know you're from Florida, and good to see you here. No, never late. Anytime you're here is the perfect time. Michelle is from Portland, Oregon. Hope that you are doing well. Darren is from my hometown. Cam, wait a minute. I know your family. Patrick Landeza. Yay! Patrick is here from California. And, there we go. I want to make sure I get the right clapping there. Let's see. Who else is on here? And Colleen Patterson from Oklahoma. Wow. Thank you so much, Patrick. We are glad that you are here. Nahoku Hanahana award-winning recording artist who has his own catering, by the way. So go ahead and check out. He's got some awesome videos. We showed him some of them last week here on the show. All right, let's get you over to the motion picture is called Finding Ohana. The reason why I am putting this on your radar and the reason why this deserves being talked about is because this movie has Hawaii faces in it. Well, you know what? I'll stop there. I'll let Kelly Hu in so she can tell more of the story. Watch.
All right!
Ohana is a big part of you. You know why? Because you, Hawaiian.
What is this movie about for those who have not seen it yet?
Well, I like to say that it's kind of like Goonies, but set in Hawaii. So it's a kids, treasure hunt adventure film. And I get to play the mom of 2 of 4 kids who are on this adventure to find a treasure inside Kualoa Mountain.
Kids are inside a mountain looking for some Spanish gold?
Is this your first time in Hawaii?
Yes, this was my first time in Hawaii. And yes, I did enjoy the experience so much. I wouldn't trade it for anything. I think,
No, the fact that everyone was like Ohana for me.
Why do you have a drawing of a night marcher?
You know what that is?
Ghosts of Hawaiian warriors. You said they march at night. You'll know they're coming when you hear their drums. Well, sleep tight.
And I think in this film, people will be happy to see a lot of the culture and a lot of the jokes, that are very Hawaii, that I'm sure a lot of mainlanders are not going to get at all. But we don't care.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Hey, dude, chill. Ew.
You want to still kill your sister.
Ow! A couple of great things about this movie. It's going to be shown on national and international screens. Lots of Hawaii people or ties to Polynesia in the cast. And Kalani Pea has an original song in the soundtrack. Finding Ohana on Netflix starting today. Billy V, Hawaii News Now.
CrossFit class, it was a free trial. Shut up!
All right, so that's just some of the interviews. I'm going to show you some more of the interviews coming up in just a couple of moments. There's a whole bunch of people saying, but Peter Clancy. Peter, I've loved your novels. I don't know if it's the same Peter Clancy. But anyway, look at this. Loved watching Finding Ohana. You know what? I'll wait for you. Type in the comments. What did you think? Loved watching. So that must be thumbs up. Good. I'd love to see your comment. We're going to talk some more about the movie, so I'll give you time to throw some comments back over there. Connie watched it already? Oh, boy. See, okay, so I've seen a lot of the trailers, a lot of the behind-the-scenes footage. Okay, you know what? We're going to show you some of the behind-the-scenes footage that nobody else is going to get to see. We'll get to that in a little bit. Let me show you some more of the talk story. And this was really cool because on this one, you heard from Kea, you heard from Owen, and you heard from, of course, Kelly Hu. This is two other actors, main actors inside this movie. Alex, who's, just watch. Alex and Lindsay, who comes from the island of Maui. We're getting a chance to talk story with two of the stars for the Netflix movie Finding Ohana that's coming up that you can go ahead and stream. As a matter of fact, we're talking to Alex Iono and Lindsay Watson. Yay!
Hey!
Nice to have you on. Alex, I'm going to start with you. Alex, you spent time in Aotearoa. You are part Polynesian, part Samoan. Tell me, did you discover things about Hawaii and about your Polynesian cousins that you didn't know before?
Absolutely. I mean, I think even as Polynesian people, we often forget how intricate and different each of our cultures is in the Polynesian culture, you know? So just because you're Samoan doesn't mean you know everything about the Tongan culture. Just because you're Samoan doesn't mean you know everything about the Hawaiian culture. And so being Samoan Maori, I definitely gravitated a lot towards the culture, but also used the whole filming opportunity as education for me to learn more and figure out how beautiful and rich the Hawaiian culture is, even apart from being a Polynesian culture.
Kea, when I talked story with her, she said that, you know, it was interesting because Alex was just like my brother and he feels like my brother. So your thoughts on hearing that?
Kea is an absolute superstar. I mean, like, she is literally going to be an absolute gem to Hawaii for the rest of her life. She is so beautiful. Her energy screams, it's just absolutely screams the full Hawaiian culture from the love in her heart. And so she's always going to be my little sister. I always call her kid. And even if when she turns 20, she's talking about driving now, but she's still kid to me. And I love her to death. She's my fourth sister now.
Awesome. Lindsay, let's talk story. First of all, local girl from the island of Maui. What was the funnest part of doing Finding Ohana for you?
Oh, I mean, obviously being back home was the best thing. I mean, yeah, I always talk about how I grew up, you know, born and raised there. And I left when I graduated commitment school is to go find opportunity. And then my first big movie I booked, Pu'uloa Valley, and my family's on Maui. They caught the plane right over. They came to set. So, I mean, it was just this crazy feeling of like, I was born and raised here, and now I get to work here, you know, and not only that, getting to finally put our Hawaiian culture out onto the screen was such a huge honor for me. And seeing it, you know, reading the script, I was like, oh, you know, like finally for once, it's not the hula skirts and coconut shells that people always think, you know, they get a real version of Hawaii, you know, we talk pidgin, there's Hawaiian language in it. There's a lot of learning that I think is going to be really great for the world to finally see.
We've got about 15 seconds. Say hi to family and friends right now. Go.
Okay, hi family. I mean, I love you guys. You guys are my best friends. Grandma, Auntie Stacy, all you guys. I can't believe I gave one name. What? There's too many people.
One name.
I live in Hawaii.
Auntie, Uncle Alden, Uncle Aaron, all my family. Max, everybody.
Finding Ohana. Make sure that you're catching it on Netflix. Alex Iono and Lindsay Watson. You're watching Hawaii News Now. All right, so there you go. There's the interview. That was absolutely awesome. And that ad lib at the end, just to see them do that. Alden says, going to grab some L&L. Wow, mean. And fire up Netflix tonight. That is absolutely awesome. Kathy says, it was great. Okay, that's awesome. It's getting all thumbs up here. I talked to Kelly Hu for a little while after the interview. And she is she has already done voiceover for an animated Batman movie. I had to ask her before. I says, Kel, is it okay for me to say that in public? She goes, yeah, it's okay. So just know that. And she is also working on something else. Like, you know, this was comedy. This was fun. This was kind of action. She's done a lot of action. But the next one is more drama, more serious. And the movie that she's going to be doing has to do with something that's very dear to her, which is breast cancer. So, and I try not to fangirl when I'm around Kelly Hu because she's absolutely awesome as an actress and what she does and the way she thinks. But don't tell her I fangirl. Yeah, don't tell her that. She's got a clothing line, by the way. Go back and watch this again, and you can see by the shirt that she's wearing. And if you want to support her stuff, go find Kelly Hu on her website, and we'll put the links down afterwards after the show. Okay, we've got a couple more interviews for you. There's somebody that I spent some time with in the University of Hawaii. We were all there at the same time. My friend Sandra, my friend David Kamakahi, who is Dennis Kamakahi's son. We were all there at UH at around the same time. And one Quinn Kelsey. Well, watch this and we'll tell you more about why we're mentioning him. And actually, there was an event that happened just a couple of hours ago, about 2.5 hours ago. But there's a way for you to actually see it because it's kind of running now. They debuted at 1 o'clock, but it's online for you to purchase tickets so you can watch the stream. Watch. In the cold of Chicago sits a Hawaii man waiting to sing. Like the entertainers of our islands, all of the jobs went away with the arrival of the pandemic. Opera houses in Chicago sit empty. In the pre-pandemic age, Hawaii's own international opera star Quinn Kelsey would usually be on the road crisscrossing the United States and headed to international cities like Vienna, Switzerland.
Traveling to the UK, traveling to Europe, South Korea, Japan.
Although he has been in the professional circles of opera for 18 years, he still comes back to Hawaii for performances at Hawaii Opera Theater and fondly recalls some of those cherished nights.
I remember how excited school students were at the idea that they had an opera night just for them. That they didn't have to buy expensive tickets to be able to sit in the front row. That if there was something that was funny, they laughed. If there was a villain type character who came out on stage, they booed. To the point where we would joke sometimes and say, "Well, we should let a bunch of them come to the regular performance and show the adults how to act."
Coming up tomorrow, Hawaii Opera Theater is debuting Opera Kanikapila, where they are streaming and pairing up Quinn Kelsey along with Nahoku Hanohana Award winner Taimane. Yes, opera and ukulele. Let's give you a preview right now here on Sunrise.
De vieni alla finestra, oh mio tesoro, de vieni al consolar il pianto mio. Se neghiamo di dar qualche ristoro davanti agli occhi tuoi morir voglio.
All right, there you go. Quentin Kelsey and Taimane. Now, that debuted. If you want to go to their website, that's hawaiiopera.org. It started at 1 o'clock, but you can go and purchase and watch on your own leisure anytime. So go ahead and check it out. And that is, yes, Gail, I totally agree. Absolutely beautiful. Once again, good stuff from our friends from Hawaii Opera Theater. All right, let's get into the weekend for you. There's a couple of events that are going on, and I don't know if we've told you, there are events that are starting to come up live, and as we get a little bit more forward in time, we'll start to feature some of those. But we want to concentrate on kind of the streams because we're still in a period of time where we're watching our distance, wearing our mask, washing our hands. So with that said, here are a couple of things that are going on that we can go ahead and let you know about. So here's one of them. we have Kaula Piko Le'a Ikekani concert. This is going to feature Ledward Ka'apana. That's going to be Bishop Museum that's doing that. That is a live stream, and Ledward's going to have some special guests on there as well. As a matter of fact, that's coming up tonight, 6 p.m. So if you want to watch that, that's one of the items that you can go ahead and check out. Some very good friends of mine in the business are Sean Pimentel and Lehua Kalima. So if you want to see them, this is going to be on Saturday. They have a live stream from Hawaii Theater. Donald, I don't know if you're on, but I know you're working hard. So go ahead and check that out. Once again, that's going to be Sean Pimentel and Lehua. There are some other live streams, like I know Ron Artis II is going to be over Hawaii Public Radio. I see that the Hawaii Institute for Music and Enrichment and Learning Experiences, or the MELE program, has live streamed Steel Guitar Saturday. I didn't know they did that, but they do that at 3 o'clock in the afternoons. So those are some of the live streams that are happening there. And then coming up on Sundays, Henry Capono does stuff as well, and there's some other people that are also in the live stream. Jezen on Facebook and Ho'okahi Sundays on Workplay Hawaii. Let's go ahead and also talk about a couple of things. Before we get back to more, Josh Totofi's got his Valentine's show coming up, and he's got like 4 shows. But they're going to be spaced, and that's not a stream. That actually is live. Anuhea and Justin is another one to put on your calendar, and that one is coming up on February 12th. We'll call that Valentine's show. And Jake Shimabukuro's got one coming up for you. That's February 18th and 19th. Put those on your calendar. Go to Jake Shimabukuro's website, jakeshimabukuro.com, and he has got more information on that. So just a lot of things that are coming up for you that I think that you will enjoy. Okay, so those are your weekend events for you on this Aloha Friday. And, we've got a friend of ours that is standing by. We'll talk about inspiration in a couple of moments. You know what? Let's talk about inspiration right now.
Billy V, aloha, my brother. It's another beautiful day in Hawaii, and I mahalo you once again for having me on the Billy V Live Show. To all of your viewers out there, my name is Kaleo Boi Kia, and this is your Inspire You message of the week. And it goes a little something like this. Tough times do not last. Tough people do. You see, folks, I know this pandemic is still affecting so many of us here in 2021. And if you are one of those people that are still going through some tough times, I'm just here to remind you to stay strong, to stay tough, and to continue finding it in your heart to fight for the things that you want and the things that you need. All right? Tough times don't last forever. But if we continue to stay strong and to stay tough, there are no tough times that we cannot get through together. That right there is your Inspire You message of the week. Billy V, I love you, my brother. Thank you once again for having me on the show. I hope you guys have a great day, a great week, and I'll see you folks next time. Kaleo Boi Kia here. Peace, love, and aloha. Chi.
All right. Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate that very much. Appreciate you being on the show. Hey, one of the things that we want to talk about, since we're talking about Kaleo Boi Kia, I'm bringing up his Facebook page just so I can make sure that I see this correctly. He has actually been performing music. Well, he's a firefighter. He plays music, and so coming up, he is going to be over at Monarch's Bar and Grill on Dillingham and Kokea. That's coming up on Friday, the 5th of February, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's with Kale Kahalevai and Fia Leoso. So if you want to go check out music, go check him out, support him. But the other thing is that on his Facebook page on Mondays, you got to go check out, he does Motivational Mondays, and I can't do that as well as he can. So go ahead and check out the guy who does it well. Mahalo to Kaleo Boi Kia. I'm getting what? I tried. It's not that bad, is it? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Hey, let's go back to the galleries here. We were talking about, oh, wow, really? Okay. I've got a word for our Hawaii recording artist. Del Beasley's here, and he was saying hi to Ku'u, who's in the show. Hey, for our recording artists, let me know when you're in the show early and you're watching, because if you do, I'll have my crew slip you the link so that you can come on the show and we can talk story. And you know what we're going to do for our future show? One of these days, we're going to give the website address to our moderator and find a way to open it. So if any of the guests, if you wanted to ask a question or talk story, you could, but you have to be able to. That's my music. Okay, I don't know where that's coming from. That's coming from here. Did I trigger that? Okay, hang on for a second. I've got pieces of music that are... Okay, just shut the laptop. There we go. Sometimes music just pops out of nowhere. And that's the thing. That's what Patrick Landeza loves about this show, because yes, it is live. Thank you very much. It just... Sometimes things happen. Okay, so Del Beasley's watching. Del, let us know. Let me know in comments, or direct message me if you're in the show, and so that way I know. Peter Clancy. Here's his review of Finding Ohana a little bit earlier. I asked him about it. There it is. Had me in stitches, and also reminds me that the Hawaiian culture represents family, and it's all thumbs up. Me and my Ohana think it did. It was funny with the, oops, there we go, captioning of the pigeon. What? They captioned the pigeon language? That was really cute. We'll be watching it again. Okay. Just in case you do not speak fluent Pidgin, they closed caption it for you. Well, no. That's in case you speak English and you don't understand the Pidgin. But anyway, that's perfect. That's good. I'm interested to see the way they closed caption that. Ku'u says Lehua Kalima Alvarez is home. Yes, she now lives in the Vegas side, but comes home to do stuff when she can, and it's nice to see. And it's sold out already. Ku'u, are you talking about Lehua and Sean's show? Really? Actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about that, that does make sense, because they only have so many tables at some of these venues. Okay, I could see. I'm hoping they're going to stream that, and I really think that they are. So thank you for letting me know. Kathy, look at that. Kaleo Boi Kia, you are amazing. Awesome. Let me see. Yeah, and we oh, thank you very much. Let me see here. Like my shirt. Actually, this was one of the shirts from Papa Makeke. They were one of the vendors, and I can't think of the vendor right now, and I can't see it behind me, but I'll figure that out, and we'll put that in the comments. So thank you very, very much. And it says Josh's Valentine's Day show is coming up around the corner. Let's give you one more look outside, just because I know that a lot of people are missing home right now, missing the island. So outside, things are looking good, and let's get you outdoors with another look real quickly here. Can we do that outside? Yeah, we can. There we go. Okay, once again, outside, this is at Pipeline. Waves are out there. Does it have sound? No, doesn't have sound? Okay. Oh, yeah, these cameras don't have audio. Sorry. Forgot all about that. All right. You know what? And with that, as we show you this, we have pretty much brought you everything that we were going to do for today's show. No questions. Jaslyn, did you see any questions in the lineup? Not that you know of. Okay, good. Okay. So, and crew, thank you for putting that up, a Hawaii Opera Theater. There's the information there. There's the information on Finding Ohana. It is in the comments for you. Thank you to our moderators for doing that today. We want to say mahalo to our Solid Brown dancers and everybody for being part of the show. And thank you especially to you for being here on Aloha Friday. As always, we ask you to go ahead and hit subscribe and hit the like buttons and the share buttons on Facebook. Share, so that way everybody else gets to see what you're watching and can come in and enjoy it too. If you ever got questions about something that's happening, during the week, write it down and then bring your questions coming up on next week, Friday. We've got a lot of music that we'll be talking to. I do want to say a big mahalo to Hawaii Opera Theater. And to Netflix for allowing us to show some great video for you today. Del Beasley says, really? Oh, first gig since COVID. Tomorrow, Aulani, I think, Ohelo Room, or that's Olelo Room, I think. So congratulations. So if you are down that side, check out Del Beasley. He's going to be at Aulani tomorrow, and a lot of our entertainers, you will find them there. Have a restful, thank you so much, and appreciate that. For you, malama pono, aloha ahui ho. We will see you next week. We leave you with some great music, our music video, kind of a surprise for you. And right now, it's even a surprise to me. So we'll find out who's coming here in a couple of moments. But it is, once again, for you to enjoy. We will see you next Friday on Billy V Live. Thanks for being here. Stay safe. Wash your hands, watch your distance, and wear your masks.
dongi Fai talia oi is fai ngai fai ai ma o sina popo ma o sina popo fa fai ai ai